At some point, you may be required to do a journal entry to make your data correct, whether it's for an IFRS adjustment or a local GAAP adjustment. This chapter will guide you through that process. To get to the journals, you can either go through your project view in the month-end task list and click on Process Journals, or if you're looking at the browser view, you'll want to go to Tasks, Journal Tasks, and Process Journals here. The first step in creating a journal is setting your point of view. For now, let's just leave it as actual May 2013. Click New, and then you'll have these choices. You can start with a blank journal or create one from a template, and you can create a regular or auto-reversing journal. This Create a Single Entity Journal option allows you to have multiple entities within the same journal. For now, we're just going to do a single entity journal. We click OK, and you can see that our point of view is retained, but we cannot change it now. We select the entity to which we want to create the journal, and you can go through this list and select which entity you need to make a journal entry to. Click OK, and then you fill in these fields, starting with the label. The label uniquely identifies the journal, so this will be based on your company's journal entry policy. For training purposes, we'll call it JE01. The group is not used. The balance type is going to be balanced, and the security should be the security group to which you belong. You can enter a description if you wish. Now we want to add the rows. The first thing you'll do is add account by double-clicking. We select our account, and click OK. Now you can see that the ICP and the custom members have been defaulted to none and input. We need to go through these because there are requirements for each of these fields. ICP none must be used, so we can leave that one. For customs 1 and 3, those will also need to be none. Custom 2 will only need to be changed if the account used is an OPEX account, and custom 4 is going to be your journal type. And currently only JE4 and JE10 are allowed. JE04 is IFRS or local GAAP adjustments, and JE10 is a miscellaneous trial balance adjustment. Also, no intercompany JEs can be done because the intercompany GL balances should be loaded through the trial balance. So for our testing purposes, I'm going to use JE_10 as my journal type, and I'm going to make it a $100 debit. For the second account, I'm going to select my account, and as you can see, it copies all of the custom dimensions and the ICP from the line above. Let's make this a credit of $100. The next step is to save the journal. So it flashes and now we've saved it. And up here you can see that we still have not yet posted it. Prior to posting, if we want to scan the journal to ensure that everything is set properly, we can click Scan. A window did not pop up telling us we had errors, so our journal is valid. So now we can print and post the journal. If we click print, it gives us a window that we can print out. We close that. We can post the journal. And now you can see that we can't change anything. Everything's grayed out. Even though it says you can change the label, as I try to type in here, it doesn't allow me to do so. If we close the journal, we see that our JE01 now has a posted status. If we made a mistake, we can tick this box and unpost the journal. You can see now that it's been rejected. If we go back into the journal, we can make any necessary changes. We can save it and repost it. We close our journal, and again, you can see our journal has a posted status. If for some reason you're not seeing the posted journals, you click on the filter button, go to your filter, and ensure that all of the boxes here under status have been ticked. For those of you who have sub-consolidations and need to do journal entries for the entire group rather than on one of the entities within your group, there's one thing that you should know. When you select your entity, you should select the consolidation entity. So for example, this entity begins with JE underscore. These are the entities that you should use for those types of journals. JE underscore CSWW underscore USD, JE underscore Camo Limited USD, etc. These entities are spread throughout the structure, so if you have a group journal that you need to do for your group, please use those entities. Also, your custom 4 should be JE06 manual eliminations.